So we all know from watching Pop the Balloon that BM has no problem warning somebody when they need to not play around on his show or removing them if he feels like they're playing around on the show a little bit too much and they're not here for the right intentions and they're consistently waiting to the end to pop on somebody when they knew that they didn't want that person in the first place, right?
That's true.
Agreed. BM has always shown he would do that. So our question is, why was this woman not removed from this episode of Pop the Balloon or not even warned? Nobody ever said anything to her. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through all of her interactions with the men. This woman specifically waited to the end to pop. She was always in the bottom two or the top two, I guess, right?
Mind you, look at her. We understand why she was in that top two every time. Gorgeous woman, put together, head to toe, looks to have, everything going for her, right? That anybody would want in a partner. But her intentions just became real clear real quick.
Yeah, so we about to go over all of the reasons that she popped on every guy and see what was going on with her in the first place. So we got this first guy that was up. Now, again, the consistent theme, except for the last guy, is that she waited until she was in the top two choices for the man. She saw that she made it to the end, and then she would pop. So for this reason, for this guy, she got to the top two, and then she told him her reason for popping is because he's in California and he has a 9-year-old. Now, here's the thing about her saying that. This man said that he was in California and that he has a 9-year-old from the very first moment that he walked out. So why is it that she waited the entire time for him to go through all of the other women, get to her be at the end, and then tell him, oh, you have a 9-year-old? Did he not have a 9-year-old from the moment that he first walked out? I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, she waited, like you said, until the very end. This gentleman actually stated within the first 2 seconds of him being out, because he answered one of Arlette's questions, which was, what do you like to do for fun? He automatically gave the women that information of like, oh, I have a 9-year-old. I like to take her on, nice girl dates. I like to take her out to dinner. And after that, he said that he was a pretty simple guy and was kind of down for whatever. So for her to also say that, oh, you have a 9-year-old, you have a busy life, it seems like she was implying that he did not have time for her. But if he didn't have time for a partner, he wouldn't be on this show. And there was nothing that he said that implied that he was just so busy with his life or with his career or with his child. So it was just so clearly a cop-out.
It was definitely a cop-out. He definitely had time. That's why he was here. And even if what she said was true, again, she knew that information from when he first came. So there was no reason for her to hold on to her balloon.
Not at all.
Yeah, but that's guy number one. Let's go on to guy number two. I like guy number two.
Me too.
I'm going to tell you why. Because he calls her out on her BS directly. Now, let's talk about why she said she popped on him. Same scenario, same reason. You can assume it's the same thing. She popped at the end when she was one of the top choices for him, right? She said that there was a lack of attraction and that she was not a fan of his shoes, right? Now, again, the same thing I said for the last guy. The same way he had a child from the beginning when he walked out, this man was wearing the same shoes when he walked out as he was wearing by the end of the whole interaction, right?
Same shoes,
the
same
shoes,
face.
same face, same body, same everything. So she knew from minute one when he walked out that she was not attracted to this man. And yet, she held on to her balloon till she was a final choice, a final option. He thinks she's an option. She pops. And now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm not attracted to you. Now, here's why I like this guy. Because he called her out on it. He said, wait, okay, so you said you're not attracted to me, right? She's like, yeah, I'm not attracted to you. He's like, oh, okay. So why did you hold on to your balloon all this time? You know what her response was to that? She said, because she wanted to answer his questions.
Mind you, he was asking very insightful, very deep, very just questions that really you had to really think about your answer, and you could really tell that he was trying to get a sense of who these women were on the inside. So yes, he asked beautiful questions, but at the same time, you're not supposed to be here to waste anybody's time. And to just say, oh, I wanted to answer your questions, it's just so clearly saying, oh, I wanted the camera to be on me for this beautiful question that you're answering so that I could reveal who I am, not just to you, because I don't really care about you, but also garner an audience, right, from how I'm speaking, how I answer the question, for whatever intention, real intention she may have. It was just so clearly attention seeking, like just so clearly.
Quite literally, yo, like her saying that she just wanted to answer his questions. So she wasn't here to learn more about him, to see if he was an option, which is the only reason that you should still have your balloon. If you're attracted to them, you want to learn more information to see if they're your type, see if there's something else you like about them. She didn't even say I wanted to learn about you. I just wanted to give you more information about me, even though I knew I didn't want you.
Yeah, and not even you more information about me.
The people, the show.
The viewers at home.
The millions of people watching. The guys that watch online and are attracted to me online and want to see me.
And who might slide into my DM or
exactly.
flew me out.
Yeah, so all that really meant, she aired herself out with that answer.
Absolutely.
Is that she wanted screen time.
But she thought she ate with the question, though.
No.
She thought she ate with
did.
that answer.
She thought she did. But no, she just aired out the fact that she was only here to get screen time. So she just wanted to answer the questions because she wanted an opportunity to talk. It had nothing to do with liking this man. Now, let's look at one of the comments about this interaction. This person said, holding on to a balloon for someone that you don't find attractive just to answer their questions is wild. And I agree. And it's exactly what I just said. It is wild, but she only wanted to answer the questions because she wanted to be on national YouTube for a little bit longer. She knows if she pops the balloon any sooner, she gets to say one thing as to why she popped, and she gets no more opportunities to speak.
And I was truly wondering in that very moment, you know, once they kind of had to in that transition period between when the single person leaves and they're resetting the balloons, I truly thought that we were gonna get a BM moment where he like addresses this woman or everybody and just reminds everybody, reminds her, really trying to remind her that why they're here.
Yes.
Right? Because that was just so clear. It was just so clear that she wanted to answer the questions, meaning that is her intention coming into the show, and that will remain her intention throughout the remainder of the show. So I was waiting for BM to jump in and say something either directly to her or just addressing the room to kind of reset. And it just never came, and I was honestly shocked.
Yeah, like honestly, we were waiting for BM to pop up to either give a warning or remove her the entire show. I think this was the pivotal moment where she gave an answer that, again, aired her out for just wanting screen time.
Yeah.
And I thought that if he wasn't going to warn her at this point, that the next man that she did it to, he would definitely do it. Maybe this one will raise the red flag. He would do it the next person. Spoiler alert, he never did that at all.
Right.
And that's why we're making this video as to why she wasn't removed. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Let's go on to the next person and next interaction. This gentleman right here. Now, again, she waits to the end. I feel like I keep prefacing it, but you know what she did at this point. She popped at the end, right? And she made it seem like she was an option.
And, you know, it's like she waits to the end. But, you know, these men, you also have to remember that, you know, the guys coming in, they're keeping her till the end because they believe that she's an option and because they clearly want to get to know her. They like what they see. They like what they hear. So she's not only waiting until the end, like thinking about it from her perspective. She's also getting these guys' hopes up for no reason.
Yes. So for him, her reason that she gave for popping was that the energy between them felt like brother and sister, and she was just waiting for the energy shift. So here's the point where you told me earlier where you were like, after she did the previous one, where she just said that I want to answer more questions, she started trying to shift her answers around to sound like a little bit more genuine, so she hopefully wouldn't get kicked off. I don't know if that's what she did and it worked on BM, and that's why she wasn't kicked off.
Yeah,
for the show.
she tried to be more discreet with her reasonings after that second reason that she gave.
Yeah, but me personally, and I know you too, I see through it. I know, and the reality is, even if she saw this brother-sister energy with him again, she knew that since minute one, which is why she gave the answer, I was waiting for the energy shift, right? Like she gave a reason for putting so much time on it to hold to the end. But the reality is, Anybody that's getting friend zoned is not going to get unfriend zoned in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Most likely somebody that's getting friend zoned ain't getting unfriend zoned in their lifetime. So for you to think that in the next 10 to 15 minutes, this man that I see as a brother and I might be his sister, all of a sudden I might think we not family anymore. That's going to change in the next 10 minutes? That's what's going to happen? No. She was just trying to give an answer that made sure she wasn't removed. And I guess, you know what? To her credit, it works because she stayed on the show the entire time. But again, I see through this. You see through this. I hope the viewers see through this. She should have popped when he first walked out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as a woman, like when you're interacting with a man and you're talking to him, like, you know, within the first 30 seconds to a minute as to if you see this guy romantically or not. So for her to say, oh, I was waiting for it to shift, again, it's just another cop-out. We had somebody in the comments here saying that the contestants, they get told off for popping too soon. That's why they hold on to their balloon. In earlier episodes, BM used to get on contestants for doing that. So some might say, oh, well, she tried to give it a shot. Like, maybe it could have shifted. But come on, y'all. Like, y'all know, out in the wild, when you're dating, you could tell within 2 seconds if this person is going to be a friend, if this person is going to be more than a friend, if this person is going to be a friend with benefits. Like, you can already kind of peep that. And so for us to say, oh, well, they get told off for popping too soon. It's not that they get told off for popping too soon. It's that they get called off told off when their reasonings are not lining up. Yeah. And that's why we are so surprised that she did not get told off. Because even Arlette sometimes has a little something where she's like, okay, girl, you know, or okay, like, you made it. You keep doing this, you keep getting to the end. Like, there's a couple times where she'll actually throw a little, suggestive warning or whatever you want to call it. But she didn't even do that for this contestant, which I, again, was very shocked. But no, they don't get told off for popping too soon. Because if your reason is your reason, like if he were to come on saying, I don't want any more kids, and the whole lineup just went pop, 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 and it's because they want more kids. Yeah. That's a soon pop. Yeah. But it's a legitimate reason. I want more children. This person doesn't. Exactly. So it's not that they get told off for popping too soon. It's that they get told off when their reason just is not lining up. Yeah. And to piggyback off of what you were saying, when somebody pops, like say somebody walks out and their reason for popping immediately is, I wasn't attracted to you. I've never seen anybody get attacked for you popping as soon as they walked out because you knew you weren't attracted. I've never seen it because it's valid, because you know you want to be attracted to your partner. Right. But this is not Love is Blind. Yeah, exactly. But in some cases, I've seen them get on for somebody that popped early. And it's not because they popped early. It was because, like you said, the reason doesn't align. So it might be a woman that says, I love tall men. I prefer my man to be 6'4" and up. Right. And then a 6'7" guy comes up here and she's like, I don't like tall men. I popped you because you're too tall. And it was like, but you said with the last guy, you said 6'4" and up. Yeah. Oh. Exactly. You didn't say this guy walks out 6'7". Yeah. Oh my gosh. You said it. And you're not, and all of a sudden you're not attracted to this man. That doesn't line up. Like what, man? Like you didn't say your criteria was 6'4" to 6'6" and 6'7" and up is out. Right. Like, come on now. So yeah, this comment, I disagree with you. I get what you trying to do, play devil's advocate, but that's not true. It's not because they're popping early. It's because their reasons are not even like lining up at all. They suck. They're not valid. All right. The next guy, right? I think this is the second to last guy. I really liked this guy. He was a great guy. You know what her reason, again, she popped at the end. I'm not going to go through it again. You know what her reason for popping him is? He could have been taller. You know what my answer to that is? I'm assuming that when he came out, he must have been about 6'4", 6'5". And as every minute passed and every woman popped their balloon, as it got down to her, he must have lost an inch in height. So by the time he got to her, he was 5'7", right? And that's why she waited so long to pop. Because in my logical head, if he was short at the beginning, she would have popped at the beginning, right? Yeah. He could have been taller. Absolutely. Did he get shorter as they spoke more and then that's why she waited? Must have. You know what I'm saying? Or did she, I don't know, just want to answer his questions? Sounds like it. Meaning I just wanted what?
Some screen time?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know about her reason for this.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was great. Like, honestly, I I was really shocked when she popped her balloon with this guy, because the way he was interacting with all the ladies, it kind of seemed as though he was unexpectedly charming in a way that was kind of charming the pants off of all of these ladies. And so by the time he got to her and she popped because of that, I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I just wasn't expecting it to go this way. Like, he's actually a professional guy. He has just got his master's degree. Seems to have a lot going for him. And I actually made a comment to you. I'm just like, ladies, I don't understand what my girly pops want at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, the outfit, I will say, the outfit is not all that. He could definitely dress better, but that's changeable, right? So when he got to her and she popped because of that, I was just like, okay, BM,
where you at, coach?
He's been this height this whole time. So we have a comment here, right? Some of these participants, it's like they come to just taste the whole pop the balloon thing, and we want to let them know that we can see these things. And I think that this interaction is just such a clear example of this. Like, when people come on here with the intention of just promoting their business, promoting their face, promoting, their products, their whatever, just promoting themselves, it's so clear. And at this point, we're at almost like, this is officially their 99th episode. Like, we can tell the fakes, right, from the people with more genuine intention. Like, I already know, this is a very public platform. It comes with already, the expectation that it's gonna, you're gonna get visibility from it. Yeah, we all know that, but you can tell the people that are actually here to maybe, actually try to find somebody or something, whether they're trying to find something that's lifelong, or if they're trying to find something that, just something for now, versus the people that are literally just here for themselves. It's so clear. And I think that this interaction is just a very, very clear example of that. Like, at this point, 99th episode, you can't hide that.
Yeah, and I want y'all to know, too, that even if you come on here and you don't promote your business, like say your specific business in the name, in the Instagram, even though Arlette puts your Instagram there for you and everything like that, just because you don't say a business name, don't think I don't know that you're here to promote yourself, if anything, right? But like this woman specifically, right? Because her thing is she's here to promote herself to the masses by staying in here as long as she can, getting as much screen time as she can, and milking this show for all she can. And you know what? I also want to say, I get it. People come on to TV shows and dating shows and all these popular things for promotion, obviously. Absolutely. For some level of promotion. You don't Absolutely. Go there thinking you're going to get nothing out of it, right?
Absolutely.
But you can't make it so blatant to the point where, like, it's clear that you're literally not here for the thing that the event is for, which is finding love, right?
Right.
So you could go there and be thinking like, dang, I might end up with way more followers and way more exposure, but I'm also excited to find love.
Right. And like, at least try to sell me the dream.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't try to sell nothing, man. The only thing she tried to sell was more screen time. And you know what? Again, BM bought it. It was bought. I commend him from the times in the past where he has removed somebody. I just really wished and hoped that he would have said something to or about this woman. And I'm just wondering if he did not see what we saw, or like, I don't know if we're delusional, but clearly we're not, because we're finding comments in the top like comment.
Not delusional.
Yeah, the top like comment is about this.
Yeah.
Is about this. So I already knew from going to the comment section that people were seeing what we were seeing. And I just wanted to make this video to talk about that. Let's talk about the last guy. Now, to her credit, for this man, she actually did not wait until the very end. She popped with like a cacophony of pops where all the women had kind of just let him go. Yeah. I don't know if that led into, helped with her decision because everybody was popping at the same time, but I will give her credit. But I will also say that this is the last guy of the show. I feel like a lot of time has passed. She's gotten a lot of her screen time. At this point, they're an hour into the show.
Her feet hurt.
Yeah, her feet hurt. She doesn't need to stay and talk as much anymore because she's gotten what she's accomplished. She's milked as much time as she needed to out of the show. If you want to know the reason that she popped on him, because there was no initial attraction, which would be a valid reason to pop early, which I would agree with. But then again, for the guy earlier that questioned her about her lack of attraction to him, why didn't you do the same thing for him? Right. Because he was earlier on in the show. There was so much time left to milk out of the show and to get something out of it. And, you know, she just wanted to make sure that she got what she needed. And the last comment that we have for this video is, I wanted to answer your questions equals I wanted screen time.
Yep.
And isn't that not what we have been saying this entire video?
Yep, it's exactly what she did the entire video.
This we chose this because it sums up everything. This statement in this equation, if you will, tells us exactly what she was here for. She wanted screen time. She gave us the answer in a different way. She tried to structure it differently, but to be honest, she didn't structure it differently enough where it could mask why she was really here. Again, I was disappointed that she wasn't removed. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Were you frustrated with her interactions in the episode? Did you feel like she was holding too long? Do you agree with the person that said, you know, that sometimes they just get on you for popping too early, so maybe she was just holding on to it just to not have people get on her? Again, I disagree with that, but you know, you're free to say what you feel in the comments. Anything you want to say?
No, I mean, I understand why, you know, the men held her until the final two. She's a gorgeous woman, puts herself together very well. Mm-hmm. But it was just unfortunate to know that the way that she was conducting herself in this episode, it wasn't addressed by either Arlette or BM. And it just felt like a missed opportunity, because I feel like the more that they address contestants like this, the more that they'll actually get what they want out of this show, which is real people really trying to find love. Absolutely. Because if more people see that, oh, y'all ain't playing around with the purpose and the intention of your show, they won't want to come on your platform and play around.
Absolutely. So yeah, let us know what you think. Why do you think this woman was not removed from the show? Do you think she should have been warned, or do you think she should have been removed? What do you think should have happened? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching our video. This is A&Jay, and we'll catch you on the next one.